The internet is a friend, not a foe, but politics tell me that this is not so when they are planning on banning teens between the ages of 13 and 16 from accessing the net unless they have parental consent. Teachers tell me they do not agree because of reducing my creative ability, and many people tell me this is not the case because they are accusing it of influencing the words I phrase. But I can tell you firsthand that if it was not for the internet, I would not be combining these words. The internet has given me a creative outlet when I had none offline. The internet has given me a platform to share my voice and to make it louder when I could barely crack a word offline. The internet has introduced me to so many new interests I had never heard of offline. But don't think of me to be naive, because I know how horrible the internet can be, because I've been insulted online, I've been hurt online, I've been shunned online, but none of this is as scary as the world offline, which tells me the horror stories of what goes on online. But at the end of the day, the planet offline, the planet online, they're dangerous, they don't seem very different. What we all seem to forget is the internet is a place where LGBTQ teens can find a place to feel accepted and safe when they are yet to come out offline. It's where our teens with stutters, shyness and social anxiety can raise their voices when they cannot offline. It's where physically ill teens can connect safely and find resources. It's where our mentally ill teens can access helplines and find resources. And if you cut off these teens from these resources because you feel that the internet is not safe, because you have not educated them on in what ways the internet is not safe, then you are going to cut them off for 3 years, and then all of a sudden you expect them to understand how to use this resource safely. It is often said that the internet is giving us too much information, but that's because nowhere else is. Our social, personal and health education is giving us a censored version of reality. The news channels are only telling us the facts they want us to see, and our mainstream teen publications are telling us that a date and the perfect body is all we need. But us adolescents have actual brains and we want something real. By proposing new laws that will ban teens between the ages of 13 and 16 from social media, unless they have parental consent, we are forgetting about the teens who will not get this consent because they cannot raise their voices offline at home, and therefore they will not be able to raise their voices online. Instead of potentially turning parents and children against each other over a screen, we should do something called educating them both. Educate parents on the ins and outs of the internet. Educate teens not to hide their internet usage from the internet and to connect with their parents on social media. And educate all people that nothing on the internet is private, and whatever you post on the internet, that stays online forever. Shouldn't we really be educating all people of all ages on what internet usage to avoid, how to use the internet in a safe manner, in an appropriate manner, rather than just cutting off a certain age bracket from online? The internet is a friend, not a foe. We need a healthy relationship. The internet is a friend, not a foe. We cannot rely on it or base our self-esteem off it. The internet is a friend, not a foe. We should make fair and safe use of it. Sorry, that's something weird. Okay, I'd probably sound like I had an American accent or something, because basically all the slam poetry people I watch are American. And I've filmed this like so many times, I don't even know how many. I have kind of like, I don't really, like I stutter a lot, like when I'm doing public speaking or something like that, or like reading out loud in class, I stutter quite a lot. It's kind of like shyness, where I feel like I'm going to like screw up or something. Like I don't think I have like a proper stammer or something where a lot of people have it very badly, but I'm just kind of like, so that's why there's a lot of jump cuts, where most people who do slam poetry on the internet, you know, like go all the way through. I'm just kind of like I've done it so many times I know this off by heart now. It's just kind of like, oh, I've never done something like online before, and so go. Yeah, tell me what you think about the topic I'm talking about. I'm open to all opinions. I know it might sound like that in this thing, but like you kind of have to, you know what I mean? I can't ramble on for ages. It's like I'd be like, oh yeah, but I understand your opinion if you disagree with me, you know what I mean? I kind of have to concise it down. But basically the EU, with their new data protection laws, they're thinking of banning teens between the ages 13 and 16, like I said, it rhymes, from social media. I don't know if it's all internet in general, but it's mainly aimed at social media. I did want to make this back in October, and then when the Yassine O'Neil thing came out, I was like, wow, I'm making this now. I hadn't actually written it yet, but And then loads of people make videos and I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to be a rant about this girl, because it's not a rant about anyone in particular. It's not a rant at all. It's just me expressing my opinions. And it was on Sunday night. It was Justina Sharp and Taylor Truden, I think that's her name. They're fabulous teen journalists. They're just amazing. I'm not sure if Taylor Truden's a teen anymore, but Justina is like a teen, and they write in MTV and everything, and the Huffington Post. They're everything, like there's one of the reasons why the internet is so great. They're writing online and they're so young, and it's just, I know that just not meant to be patronising, but you get what I mean. It's just amazing. It's like midnight and I read this and I got so riled up. I haven't got this riled up in ages. I was like stomping around my room. I was like, I have to write this, and I find it kind of very difficult a lot. It's like I have a constant creative block, a writing block, and it just all came out. Made a spider diagram. I was just like, so yeah, I really, and this is my end ramble's gone on for ages. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you soon.